Hello folks, just a little racing update. I didn't have much time to do a video over the last couple of days, but this is Monday morning. I'm still at the track. I decided to stay last night. I was pretty tuckered out, and after 2 days of racing, and so my Grand Bend Motorplex, there's still some trailers, still some racers hanging out. So drag racing over the weekend, and as well as the motorcycle racing as well. And down at the end there, wait a minute, where's my hand? There we go. There's some folks setting up for track day for motorcycle racing on this Monday now too. So so just a little bit of an update on what happened and what I did. So in July I did the intro course with Racer5. It's a rider development organization. So they teach me how to ride a motorcycle on a racing surface, and that's kind of how I get my racing license, you know. So so I did that in July for a weekend, and that was super duper fun. And then so the next thing that kind of made sense to me was to do this endurance race that I just did on the weekend. So that's kind of the event that made the most sense to me to get the most laps in most amount of laps quickly, kind of thing. So it was all day Saturday and all day Sunday. So in the morning, it was all morning, 3 riders sharing one bike, and so practice all morning, and then all afternoon it was a 3-hour long endurance race. The same 3 riders sharing the one bike. 3 riders would decide how many laps each you want to ride. So you'd figure it out, and you have to fuel it up and work all that out, and you count your laps, and then at the end of the 3 hours you hand in your timesheet, your lap sheet, your timesheets or whatever, and they tally it all up, and then whoever has the most laps in the 3 hours wins your class. So they have a 125cc class, at a 250cc class, and a 600cc class. So all the bikes are out on the course at the same time. So on Saturday was certainly what it, because I was riding 125cc bikes, what it taught me was how to get past a lot. So very, very humbling. All I did Saturday was got past the whole time. So that so out of 5 teams, out of 5 125 teams on Saturday, my team came in 4th. So that was my Saturday. Very humbling, but the whole point of the July course was for us to learn the rules of racing, and to be safe, and learn how to be respectful on the track, and to therefore be respected on the track and not cause problems for anybody else, and to be accepted on the track. So we kind of earned that, so that was cool. We kind of made it. So we were allowed to come back on Sunday, so that was good. And so we got through Saturday, and my legs were sore. There's a lot of, because you're trying to get every little ounce of juice out of these little Honda 125, like brand new. That bike has like 12 horsepower. You know what I mean? With little old me on it, 12 horsepower, and these bikes are not brand new, right? So a fleet of 125 race bikes that used to have 12 horsepower that now have You know, maybe some have 10, maybe some have 9, maybe some have 8. I don't know. Um, you know, so we're trying to squeeze every little drop of horsepower to these things, and in every corner. So it's all about body positioning, and we're hanging off the side of the bike, uh, trying to. Body positioning is everything, you know, trying to work the corners and whatnot, because you certainly don't have it down a straightaway. There's no, you're not going to power down a straightaway or anything. So, so that was Saturday, and then kind of what my intention was. I was thinking about it before Sunday. What my intention was for Sunday was. You know, I'm on the smallest class bikes, and what does that, you know, what do I do next, you know? So I started thinking, well, we're definitely outpowered. So what, it makes sense for it. I mean, it's fair, right? If you get passed in the straights, then that's absolutely fair. But if you can hang in the corners with the bigger bikes, that would be kind of acceptable, right? So if you could not lose any time throughout the whole track in the corners with the bigger bikes, they pull away from you in the straightaways. That's kind of what my goal was. Let's see if we can make that happen, you know? And that would be kind of a sign to me that, okay, I'm ready to move up. I'm ready to move up with up to bigger bikes, more powerful bikes. I should be looking at that, you know? So anyway, so that's what my intention was, and not concerned with a whole bunch else, just being super smooth and taking advantage in the other parts of the track where I should be able to forget about straightaways, because I can't do anything about that. So I did that on Sunday, and I was very pleasantly surprised. It went really, really well. I didn't get past the whole day. I got past most of the day, but I passed a couple of other 125s on Sunday, and I even passed a couple of 250s in obviously not on straightaways, but in odd parts of the track where we were allowed to pass, where they kind of weren't expecting me to be good, but I kind of got good, I guess, you know, over the weekend, you know. So that's good. So we had a couple little battles, and I got past lots, but I made a couple passes on Sunday, so that was cool. And so my team finished second on Sunday. So we actually made a podium on Sunday. So awesome. So I had a super great weekend. It was so fun. My legs are even more sore now than they were on Saturday, but super great. So this is their last event of the year for Racer5 development. And I recommend, if anybody's interested in doing this sort of thing, it's a really great organization because they have the practice all morning. You can get like coaching if you feel you're struggling on the track or with a corner or whatever. You can go and talk to one of the trainers, and they can watch you, give you tips, or they can go out on a bike with you and like follow you, and you can get rider training right there the morning of, kind of thing, and you can work out whatever you need to work out before the race in the afternoon. So anyway, well worth the time, the effort, the money to help you move forward. So anyway, super great weekend. I I'm in the middle of kind of thinking what's next for me for next year now. There's some different choices. I can come back and do these sorts of things on bigger bikes, or I could do other types of racing styles, and I'm gonna check out while I'm here the track day folks that are here. I think it's every Monday here with this Kitchener club, but these guys bring their own bikes. So I have my KTM RC390 that I could make track ready to do this with, but so I'm gonna go talk to these guys and see what that's all about, because that might be an option for me. So anyway, so that's what I was doing all weekend, and it was super fun. So thanks for watching as always.